This is Corey.
And I'm Sharonda.
And this is Until Forever. This is a relationship podcast. We do not claim to be experts or gurus or anything like that. We are just sharing our journey with you, and we want you to come along with us. Share some stuff with us, too. We want some more feedback from you guys. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Give us some questions. Help us with some topics. We just want to keep the conversation going, and we hope you're enjoying the podcast. Is that good?
They don't respond. It's not live.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, send us a message or something.
All right.
What do you think about that?
That's fine.
That's what I meant, by the way.
Okay.
She trolling me, y'all. Anyway, show them where to find us.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and your podcast listening platforms.
Just the thing. I put it up there.
All right. At Until Forever Podcast.
Mm-hmm. And on Fridge. What's the name of it?
Excuse me?
What's the name of the podcast?
There's nothing called Fridge.
What is it?
Apple Podcasts?
No.
Google Podcasts?
You know which one I'm talking about.
Spotify? Anchor.
Anchored. I was close.
Oh,
Said
gosh.
Fridge.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're not close at all.
Okay. Well, anyway.
We are on episode 13.
13.
So thank you for joining us. And
We're teenagers.
we're diving into a topic we saw on social media within the last week.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on a page of a friend of ours, Mr. Winfred Burns II.
Winfred Burns II, the one and only.
And you can find him on Facebook and Instagram at Winfred Burns II.
Very good.
Thank you. And he is a money and relationship coach. And he has a book coming out in July titled Surviving Relationship Storms.
Yes.
You can pre-order it now. If you go to his Instagram, his link tree is in his bio.
Very good guy. You need to follow him too. Go to Instagram, follow him, and look at all of the content that he's creating. He's also a pastor, is that right?
Yes, he is. He's on staff, not a senior pastor, but he is on staff at a church as a pastor.
Yes, and he's on Clubhouse a lot. So he pushes out a lot of good content. You guys go follow him.
Check him out.
He's a good guy.
But he shared a tweet on his Facebook within the last week. He shared a tweet.
Sound like you said shared it.
He shared a tweet.
You said it. That's all right. She said it, y'all.
We'll find out when we play the recording.
I guess we will.
Okay. Anyway, the tweet said, "Who noticed that men are no longer persuasive? Once they ask you out and you say no, case closed." So it was kind of like a discussion going on in the comment section.
Several of them.
And just kind of discussing, do men do like an open and closed case? Is it petty? Is it because of the Me Too movement? Is it because it can be considered harassment? I personally commented and said, we're not in middle school. Let's be adults. If you're interested in a guy, let him know.
I guess. I mean, that's what everybody's
doing. If he's
now.
asking you out, just let him know. Why are you? Yeah,
times are very different now. Times are very, very, very different now. When I was coming up in the game, praise the Lord, I didn't.
The game?
You know what I'm talking about. I wasn't like girls didn't walk up to you and, what you doing? This just for tonight. Like I ain't studying.
That's not what I meant, though.
I know that's not what you meant. I'm saying times are different, though, because that's I think ladies are more aggressive than they've ever been. These young ladies have come up under single mothers, and they watch their moms play both roles, work hard, and fuss at them. They got to grow up quick, because if they're single mothers with multiple kids, the oldest daughter is normally the one who becomes the mama early on, because she's helping with the kids while the other mom at work. And I mean, it's a lot, and every situation is different. But I think that these new age ladies are different, and they're really, really aggressive, and they not gonna let you know that they want you really.
Well, what age range do you consider do you consider new age? Because when I was in undergrad, I definitely had friends that were very forward.
Yep, I would say 30 and under.
30 and under.
I would say 30.
We're over 30.
Under. Yeah, we are. But it's saying about us. I would say.
I'm just saying I went to school with people that were like that.
Yeah, but you were catching like the few. Like I'm telling you, I'm thinking 30 and under.
I'm thinking 40 and
if
under.
If you line 10 of these ladies up, 30 and under, 7 of them are probably very aggressive. They don't play games. If they want it, they're going to tell you they want it. And they're not going to play with you. And when a guy approaches them, I don't think...
You don't think they'll play around and be like, no, I'm not interested, because they want the chase?
I don't know. Now I'm backing up. Because, man, I tell you, it's different. I don't think, for one, I don't think guys know how to chase it anymore. I think we, especially those of us that are heavy in social media, and I mean, this is the era of Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat and all these straightforward, blunt, sexualized females. So, you know, when you grow up and that's all you see and that's all you hear, it tells young ladies this is how you're supposed to be. Then it tells guys this is how she's supposed to be. So, you know, approach her accordingly. Like, I don't see the gentlemanly stuff anymore. And I think guys that are gentlemen are looked at as soft. So I think times have definitely changed. I mean, y'all miss independent. If I hold the door, you got attitude because he must hold it because he think I can't handle the door.
No, I want you to hold the door because you're a gentleman. I want you to open the car door because you're a gentleman.
That's you.
I want you to take out the trash because you're a gentleman.
Mm-hmm. That's you. I helped a young lady. What was it I was carrying? I don't remember. I carried it was a big thing of waters, and I was carrying it for her. And she said, "So you think I couldn't handle it?"
When was this?
And girl wasn't nothing like that. And she was saying,
"But he didn't answer the question."
It was. I don't remember when, like 3 months ago. I'll tell you who it was. I just don't want to say her name on the thing. Lord, can't do nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna be a gentleman. That's who I am, and I'm carrying the stuff for her. And her thing was, you must think I can't handle it, myself. And she wasn't mad or nothing, but the fact that was her reaction, and she's younger, so the fact that was her reaction, it's like, wow, that must be really what young ladies are thinking now. You don't think
I guess. So? In my department, I mean, you know what department in my department, I'm the only female in my office building. And so I bring cases of water to work with me to sit in my office space. And whenever the guys see that I have it, they like either hold the door for me or take it from me and take it to the office. Even though they're not getting any of my water, they still do it. And I think that is very gentleman of them. Yep. Chivalrous.
And that's, I think.
But I mean, we're talking about inquiring about a date. And so for me, when this lady was posting this on Twitter, it was kind of like, I mean, this is 2021. People can get, at work, people can get written up and fired for it. In the public, in the community, you'll just drag them out on social media and post screenshots of their inbox messages or phone calls or text messages and talk about their stalking you. So
thirsty.
Yes. So what's the point? This is not 1994 when we're watching Steve Urkel and Laura on Family Matters.
I'll tell you what, it's hard for guys out here nowadays. It's very hard because everybody ain't the Doja Cat generation. And even there are even young ladies who are in that generation that aren't that way. Like they want to be pursued romantically. Then there's a difference.
Definitely. Everybody's not for a one night stand or hit it and quit it or friends with benefits.
There's a difference, fellas. If she say no, it's probably because she's not interested. So that's not, because, coming up, some people had that mentality She gonna keep saying no till she say yes. It's just she's saying no right now, but she hasn't said yes yet. So I'm just waiting on the yes. So I'm gonna keep asking her out. I'm gonna keep showing up on her job. I'm gonna keep, let me send her some roses. Let me do this, that, and the other. And that's back in the day, that was the thing. That's what you did. And the young ladies was running around here playing hard to get. But nowadays, it's just not it's more straight to the check. Ain't nobody got time to be playing. It's like, do you like me or not? If you do, I might like you. I don't know. I don't think I do. So just go about your business. And the second time you reach out, why did you do that? Now you are plastered on social media. Now she's screenshotting you and she's saying, "Look at this thirsty dude." Why?
But does it go right to social media or their friends?
It depends, because
I feel like it goes to the friends first. Like, can you believe this dude?
It depends on the people, because if you look for the likes, if you're a social media hound and you love the likes, you love the attention, it's going straight to social media, because people love seeing stuff like that. And they'll have the little scribble over the name, girl, who was it? Inbox me, I take, they don't want to put the name on it. But I'm telling you, times are different. Me too. So where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? Like, because yes, the stuff in the Me Too movement that was brought out,
it's very serious.
Very serious. We cannot take that lightly. We can't take it lightly. But what that did was it made, especially fellas, it made us say, whoa. We got to be careful, because being flirtatious, if it's unwanted by the person you flirting with, you could be considered harassing an individual. So where do we draw the line? Like, because sometimes no is stop, do it again, stop, don't do that, do it again. Like, it's that. But then sometimes it's stop, but you're trying to be nice because you don't want to hurt the person's feelings, right? So you're
saying it nicely, like, oh no, stop,
right?
Even though you want to be like, I said stop.
They don't know though. They don't know where to draw the line. So I think it did make guys step back and say, maybe pursuit isn't the way to go. Maybe I just send her a message and see if she's interested or not. And if she is, the pursuit is gone. You don't need to make her like you. She already like you because she said yeah. So what's the need of pursue?
I guess. But the question wasn't about pursuit. It was about persuasion.
That's not the one I read there.
You definitely commented.
I commented on it. But my comment was, Me Too has taken the pursuit out of us.
It says, who noticed that men are no longer persuasive? Once they ask you out and you say no, case closed.
Exactly. So why do you need to keep asking?
I'm just trying to figure out, since when were women being persuaded to go out?
All the time. Back in the day, that's how it was. You were never. I think ladies were brought up to never say yes the first time. You gotta make him want you. You gotta make him chase you. He has to give you a reason to say yes. If he asks you out and you just say yes, then you easy. And if you're easy, he's not going to pursue you. If he's not going to pursue you, he's going to go to the next thing, because men love a challenge. That's how it was back then. Men love a challenge. They want to feel like they have to work to get you. I don't think that's the case anymore. What do you think?
I think that is still the case when it comes to getting someone that you want to be with for a committed relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
because the typical guy is not going to propose to a woman that was easy to get. The typical guy wants the girl that is the challenge to get, that they have to prove something to. And when I say prove, I don't mean like an application type thing, but just like, oh, she has standards, and if I want her, I need to step my game up. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I just don't think it exists anymore. And
I think it does when it comes to people who are serious about committed relationships. Now, do I think there's a high percentage of people like that, male or female? No, I don't.
No.
I think most people nowadays probably won't think like that until they're in their late 30s, because a lot of people are coming up more money oriented or career oriented, and there's a difference. Money oriented or career oriented. And so when it comes to dating, it's very casual. There's no labels. And for those who are looking for a committed relationship, no, I don't think they want the person that was easy to get and easy to get a hold of and easy to use for whatever purposes. But they want the person that was the challenge, the one that required the chase.
So what happened that those tables turned so drastically? Because it used to be we had the formula. It was go to school, graduate from high school, do your trade, military, or college, get you a wife, raise a family. What happened that it just flipped upside? And I know this isn't what we're talking about, but really this is a part of it. It's a huge part of it, because where down the line did we stop dating for marriage? I feel like we are looking for fun, and wherever the fun is, that's where we're going to,
maybe early 2000s.
Maybe, but like what happened? Because we don't even look for, like, nowadays. I really think dudes just be wanting to have a good time, and girls too. I think it was more so guys back in the day, but now guys and girls, they just want to have a good time. And if it turns into something, then, there you go. But I don't think anybody actually sits up and says, you know what, I want to find a wife. You know what, I want to find a husband. And then they start working towards that. Like, where did that go? Or am I just oblivious to it?
I seriously think it went away with, just look at entertainment. Most of your television shows, they may show married couples, but at the most part, they show people that live together.
Yeah. Friends started that mess.
It's not just Friends.
No, it's not.
But
Living Single started that mess.
Yes, which is another version of where we get Friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is when you have people that are, like I said, career oriented,
mm-hmm.
because you look at people from our parents' generation and our grandparents' generation, and they got married very young, very early, like either straight out of high school or definitely had some kids and quite a few years of marriage under their belt by the time they were 25. And so anybody in our generation who was getting married at the age of 25 or later, we were like years behind what our parents and grandparents were.
That's true.
And you make those choices because you see, especially as women, no matter what race, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, you see that your mothers and grandmothers probably did not have much of a choice. Like, if they did go to college, like, they had like a decent job, but family was a priority. And so the culture shifted where it's about being an independent woman and being able to take care of yourself, whether you have a man or not. Mm-hmm. And so a man is a addition to whatever you have in life, not a necessity for you to sustain a certain level of livelihood.
And I don't think that's wrong. That's
no,
cool.
But I think that has also shifted the way relationships go.
Yes. I think everything has.
Because with that independence of financial security and
mm-hmm.
education came my sexuality is my choice as well.
Mm-hmm.
And how I handle my sex life.
Yeah.
And so I can be out here getting mine just like a guy can.
Yeah. And that's great. I mean, you know, I'm not. It's I don't know. I don't want to. We even talked about
Just
this.
be honest.
We even talked about this before too, but I think we have all. I think we are seeing, or we've witnessed a transition in how families are made. We really have. I think there are more single mothers out there than ever. I think that even when you get together, there are more blended families now than ever. I think that just about every lady that finally settles down with someone is going to have to deal with baby mama drama for the most part. It's just the way that life is. But I also think that there's this big transition because of online dating and because of your social media sites and what do they call it? What, the swipes and all that stuff. We talked about all that before, but I think that has also added to all of this. Why do I need to pursue someone if they've already made it known that they like me? They've already swiped. Like, what's my point of pursuing? And
I think it's that you have options,
persuading and all of that. Yeah,
you have options. If this lady says no, well then okay. Well, who else wants to go out?
Just swipe left or right or scroll down, see who else is on the list.
Especially from a guy looking for a girl. Mm-hmm. I think it's like totally reversed when it's a girl looking for a decent guy, because it's kind of like, where are the decent guys? Mm-hmm. You're swiping. Before a dude is like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. What do you mean? Like a guy take anybody? But
no, I'm not saying a guy will take anybody. I'm saying there are more women to choose from for a man versus men to choose for women.
And that's always been the case. But
the internet has made it far more accessible.
Very true. Very true. You may have to travel, but that's very true. You do have more options now, so that's very true. But I don't
have to persuade you. If you say no, well then forget you. I'm going on to the next person.
Yeah, and that's sad. I think, and I only think it's sad because just like my wife, I'm a movie buff. We watch movies. We love movies. And
clearly he doesn't watch the same ones as me if you've been listening.
Not all. I don't like ratchet stuff. Anyway, so
Love Jones is not ratchet.
It's borderline. Now I like Love Jones. I like it. I promise I like it. But the point I'm trying to make is that these like the romantic movies that we would watch, and you know the love stories that you would see, even the classic stories like Gone with the Wind, or you know.
Have you ever watched that all the way through?
No, and isn't Mammy in that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. And what's another one? Give me a good love story. The Notebook.
Notebook is a great love story.
That's a great love story. There's some good love stories out there.
The breakup is good, even though they don't end up together.
The breakup is amazing because they don't end up together. That's a great movie. I was mad. And I think it messed everybody up because at
like,
the
wait,
end,
what?
You're like, wait a minute, they supposed to get married. Where's
everybody
the
gets back together.
They supposed to dance and do the cha-cha slide at the end. Like, why ain't nobody dancing?
My sister hates Love and Basketball because it's like, he didn't want her, and then he's like, well, double or nothing. It's like, if you wanted me, then why didn't you say it?
I guess out your eyes. That's because he had options, and
he did have options.
He was an NBA player. I can't stand that movie, by the way. I don't like Love Jones.
I
Love Jones. Basketball.
I still like it. You've never seen Love Jones.
I have seen Love Jones.
You do.
I'm gonna tell you what's better than Love Jones. Poetic Justice. Say it ain't.
It's totally different. It's totally different.
Put it in the comments.
It's totally different.
It's
totally different.
It's a better movie.
And I bet you they came out around the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that was the time when there was a lot of black romantic comedy like movies, because so rom-coms have always been huge, especially the white ones, and when black people started making them, they put a little flavor in it, and there was a little raunchiness there, and you know, so I mean, it was great TV, great movies.
Poetic Justice was first.
Yeah, exactly. So, Janet Jackson.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway, so all I'm saying, all I'm saying is, we started craving that element. So I need to pursue her. I need to do stuff to make her like me. She do kind of like me. She just needs a reason to say yes. So that whole thought process has left, and I think the Me Too helped. The Me Too movement helped get that out of here. I think social media and dating online, I think that put
Has
the nail
also
in the coffin.
contributed. Yeah.
It put the nail in the coffin because I don't have to pursue no more. If she don't like me, I just swipe and find somebody else. So I think the persuasiveness of guys is gone, and I think it's sad because you don't have no stories. We talked about this too. You don't have those stories. What kind of story you gonna tell? Grandma, what did Daddy do to make, or Granddaddy do? Ooh, that was weird. Ooh. That's
Grandma,
Jerry Springer.
what did Daddy do?
What did Granddaddy do to make you like him? And she can't, our profiles matched up, and it just worked out. Like, that's not. What kind of mess is that? And that's great for y'all generation. For me, I'm telling you, I say it all the time. If anything ever happened to my wife, I couldn't. I do not. You better take me with you.
Don't say that.
You're right. I'm gonna stay. But look, I just don't think. I don't know how I would begin to step out again if I do. But it's not good for man to be alone. But still, I'm just getting myself in a lot of trouble. I really do not. The point of saying all that, I would not survive in today's dating arena scene. I couldn't do it. I don't know how y'all do that mess. I'm happy.
Thank you.
I think I'm safe now.
No, I still want to know who you was carrying water for.
What you mean? I told you about that.
I don't remember it.
Well, that's your fault. It's your
Okay.
memory. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Whatever. Okay, so guys, we want some feedback in the comments on YouTube and Facebook.
No, we need some feedback. I want to know what y'all think about what we're saying. Do you think the persuasiveness is gone? Do you think it's still necessary?
But what does that mean, persuasiveness? Okay, because we definitely started out as friends, and I have to laugh at it a lot because my sister just recently had a graduation celebration, and some of her friends were over, and we were in town, and so she was like, "How long have you and Corey been married?" And I was like, "Almost 10 years." And then she said, "And how long did you guys date?" And she was like, "Wait, how long were you friends?" And I was like, when I think about that, it's kind of like, I guess there was like this transition of friendship to relationship, but it was kind of like thinking of the timeline. Like, I kind of had to like think of the chain of events and how we got here. Mm-hmm. And I guess there was kind of like this pull of persuasion of like, I like you, do you like me? You know what I'm saying? And so in that aspect, it's kind of like, I guess there is a bit of persuasion that goes on there. It wasn't harassment. It was just kind of like feelings evolving over time. But that is a story, like you were saying.
It's a story. And we've got plenty of stories. Because she gave you like...
That's a synopsis.
Like a synopsis. You can't even call them cliff notes. Like that was... Like, there was so much that happened, but there was so much that we learned. It was so much that we gained from that we can share with others so that hopefully they don't go through the stuff that we went through. I made a bunch of mistakes, and I am so grateful that we made it to where we've made it to. Couldn't have done it without the Lord. And it's a part of the reason why we have so many stories to share. It's the reason why we want to do what we're doing. So we want to hear from you. We want to know what you think about this topic. Do you think the persuasiveness is gone? Do you think fellas still pursue? Or do you think ladies do more pursuing now? Because y'all sneaky, by the way.
Sneaky?
Y'all sneaky. Y'all don't leave me out here. Don't leave me hanging. Y'all know these ladies are sneaky.
How are ladies sneaky?
They will leave notes on your car. They will
That's stalking.
I'm telling you, they let me like all these pictures in a row. So then you got all these comments from the same female, and you know good well what she's saying right now is, hit me up. I'm trying to holler. It could go either way. You want it to go like that's what they saying, you know. And then we, you know, fellas, we be oblivious to all of that. I don't know why she liked all them pictures. What you
yes,
think?
you do.
What you think, baby?
That's why you bringing it up,
baby. What you think? Why she like all them pictures? You think she like me? I don't think she do. Want to ask her? Want me call her? Like y'all be messing up. I'm telling you. They don't be messing up.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you. I'm telling everything. Okay, guys, where can they find us?
Seriously?
What?
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram.
What I do?
We just did it at the beginning.
Right, we do it in the beginning and the
okay.
end. Did you forget?
No, it's just normally you only let me explain. Not let, but you only ask me to explain it.
You're right. You don't have to explain it no more. I'll just put it right here. You guys type it in the screen or wherever you type it. Y'all go follow us.
Yes.
Make sure you go holler at our boy too. Who's
Mr. Winfred Burns II.
That's right. That's right.
We'll put his handle and everything in links in the description.
Please do it. He's a great guy. Like, share, comment. We love you guys. We will see you
next week.
Bye.